So we're doing Psalm 10 out of the Douay-Rheims version of the Bible. This is a Catholic Bible that's in public domain. It's interesting that the New Testament of this was published, it's in English before the King James was. So then the King James came out, Old and New Testament, and then the Old Testament and this came out. So anyway, here's Psalm 10. This just has some typical things, so I'm going to kind of read it and then break down what I see in a lot of Psalms. In the Lord I put my trust. How then do you say to my soul, get thee away from hence to the mountain like a sparrow? For lo, the wicked have bent their bow, they have prepared their arrows in the quiver, to shoot in the dark and the upright of heart. For they have destroyed the things which thou hast made, but what has the just man done? The Lord is in his holy temple. The Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes are upon the poor man. His eyelids examine the sons of man. The Lord trieth the just and the wicked, but he that loveth iniquity hates his own soul. He shall rain snares upon sinners. Fire and brimstone and storms of winds shall be the portion of their cup. For the Lord is just, and have loved justice. His countenance has beheld righteousness. Kind of old English in there, but what I see here, which you do see in a number of songs, the person's putting the question out first, like, what are you doing, God? Look, this rich guy, he's got everything, and he's stealing from the poor. Maybe even killing the poor. Where are you, God? So we've got that first part of the psalm. Then we have the part that goes to and says, but God, I believe you are a just God. I believe that you see, and I know there will be time when you judge. You'll judge the sinner, and you'll judge we're saying in a sense, the righteous. We have the sinners and the righteous. And so basically there's this idea, the question of why doesn't God move in the way we want him to move? Like, I could think of 12 different things I'd do if I was God that he's not doing, which would probably be a big mistake. But anyway, but you have that section. Then you have a realization that God is the Lord of everything. The Lord of the universe, the Lord of time, the Lord of space, everything that happens, he's the Lord of. And so in that realization, it brings forth this conclusion, is that the sinners will have their recompense. They'll fire and brimstone and storms of wind. That sounds like hell. But he loves the righteous. And typical. There's actually a lot of Psalms where someone is questioning God and saying, wait, the rich man is prospering. What's about that? Or, God, why didn't you stop this? Why are you allowing this to happen? But as they work their way through the Psalm, they come to the confidence that they know who the Lord is, what he has done in the past, and what he will do in the future. So that's just a handy way when you're reading some of the Psalms to look at that and see if you don't have that, the question that always burns on men's minds, men, women, mankind, personkind, humankind, where is God? Why isn't God doing what I perceive he should be doing? That's in many, many Psalms. And, then most Psalms will come to the realization and then say something at the end. But they're kind of a completion, not all the Psalms, but they can, some of these will start out in these desperation type things, but then as you read them along, they come to the point of being confident in God and knowing that he will take care of things. And a lot of these Psalms, a Psalm of David that says, I'm not sure if it's this one, but some of the Psalms David was writing when he was being chased by Saul. He's been anointed king, and the king of Israel that hasn't left his position like he should have, Saul, is chasing him and trying to kill him. And he has these feelings of desperation and things that he voices in the Psalms, but then he has the faith that he has in God expressed in the second part of the Psalm. Bye.